Okay, another crucial part of education is getting students to critically think. I think the new testing, I think the new Common Core is causing students to do more of that. But I think in times past, it's always just we've been happy with allowing the students to just know the answer, and it seems like they were happy, we were happy, thus you were happy, and now you're doing a deeper type of learning. So I hope this opens your eyes to more being out there. But critical thinking involves evaluating the accuracy and credibility and worth of information in lines of reasoning. It takes 4 different forms. There's a verbal reasoning, argument analysis, probabilistic reasoning, and hypothesis testing. Those are the 4 forms. An example of a student thinking critically might be after Miss Jones reads a story about the importance of recycling. Let's say Robert pointed out to his teacher that when the textbook author talked about the importance of recycling, he didn't explain how the advantages outweigh the disadvantages. That is critical thinking. That's a deeper thinking, because most students would be satisfied just to hear whatever they hear and think that's what's most important. Why would I even bother thinking about anything else? On page 220 in your textbook, almost all the way down, the next to the last paragraph, it says, as you might guess, critical thinking skills emerge gradually over the course of childhood and adolescence, and a lot of times, even as adults, we just take things at face values. We will never look for ourselves. Also on page 221, there's some fostering critical thinking, and I like, there's some a variety of cognitive skills strategy, and some strategies for encouraging critical thinking. There's a whole list of them there. Teaching fewer topics, encourage some intellectual skepticism, model critical thinking. Once again, you are the greatest teacher. Give students many opportunities to practice critical thinking. Ask questions that encourage critical thinking. Have students debate controversial issues. Help students understand that critical thinking involves considerable mental effort, but that its benefits make the effort worthwhile because they do get a deeper understanding of the material. Embed critical thinking skills within the context of authentic real-world activities as a way of helping students retrieve those skills. Keep in mind, though, that like all complex cognitive processes, critical thinking skills are probably most effectively learned and most likely to be transferred to new situations when they're practiced within the context of specific academic topics. And I would finish that out with in a meaningful learning environment. That's when it becomes real. You should be giving your students the opportunity to think critically. I've attached 2 different videos there for you. One is in a high school and one is in an elementary school. I'd like for you to text me what you think about what you see different than in the traditional classroom. What do you see when critical thinking is encouraged in the classroom? What's the difference between critical thinking being encouraged in the classroom and a traditional setting? All right, I'm waiting to hear from you.